Hey everybody, it is the Angry Honey Badger here, and it is time for Badger's Picks for the first week of December. It is the last month of the year, hooray, or whatever for that. Anyways, let's see who's free this week and which 4 champions I'm going to recommend. Free this week, we will be seeing Echo, Jinx, Lee Sin, Riven, Sejuani, Soraka, Thresh, Tryndamere, Vayne, and Veigar. And as for my first recommendation for this crazy week, I'm going to give that one over to Echo. I know I've recommended him in maybe probably the last time he was free is my guess. I think he's still super fun to play. One thing I do want to clarify off the bat is whether you do tank Echo or damage Echo. I think they're both decent still. I think that if you kind of do like an in-between kind of build, that also works. Personally, I think the damage Echo is a lot more rewarding and a lot more fun to play, and I like to play this in the mid lane. So if you're looking to play some Echo, definitely a strong champion still, even after his nerfs. That was just really to put him in a more proper place. But if you want to play him this week, he's free. Try him out. My second recommendation for the week is going to be for Lee Sin. As you've seen, I've made 2 jungle guides so far for the new preseason. Junglers are very strong still. Some of the tweaks to the jungle and just importantness about getting carries fed, and that's what junglers do. They show up early in the gank. No one's better at that than Lee Sin. Obviously, Lee Sin takes time to practice and play to a very, very good level, but he's free, so if you want to get kind of a hang or kind of get the feel of how Lee Sin works, this is a perfect time to do so. Super strong jungler. If you could ever climb ranks from the jungle with any champion, if you were really good at Lee Sin, you'd easily be able to do that. So try him out. My third recommendation for the week is going to go over to one of my favorite champions just in the game. That is over to Thresh. I think Thresh is just heck of a lot of fun to play. His kit will never get old. It could take away all the damage, and it would still be a fantastic kit regardless of whether it did damage or not. Underutilized, overutilized in some cases, some would say. He hasn't really been the standout support currently, but he's never disappeared and he's always been a solid choice. If you don't own him, now's a great time to practice him and play him because he's a very good support. And as for my final recommendation for the week, I'm going to give that one to Raka. Now I know I picked another support, I know I kind of picked 2 junglers, but bear with me. Raka is incredibly strong. The amount of healing that she can do is so ridiculous, and it's so good, and no one dies. It, like, honestly, if it's a Raka bot lane, and you don't have the Raka on your side, you're probably not going to be killing the bot lane at all. It's just ridiculously impossible to do so, or typically is. Raka's just honestly super broken, and I've talked about this in other videos, but she's very, very strong right now. So she doesn't always fit every team comp, but when it comes to just keeping people alive or keeping them sustained through a lane, no one does it better and no one ever will. Those are the 4 champions that I'm going to recommend this week. Those are the 10 that will be free. Kind of a good week, I would say. Some good choices in here for people who want to try all types of things. Some good carries, some good supports, good jungles, good mids. There's all types of good stuff actually in this week. So yeah, it should be a good one. There's boxes around these champions portraits right now that'll take you to a building guide of some type for the champion. Let me know who you will be playing down below in the comments. And other than that, I wish you the best of luck this week on the Fields of Justice.